everyone. Welcome back to the LocksOTD Podcast. This is episode 97. I'm here today with Zach. We got some college ball, NBA, and NHL ready for you guys. Last week I think we split 3 and 6. I it was a little bit down, like zero point 0.7 units, I think, so not that bad. Looking to get ripping again. We'll get back on a hot streak. Zach, do you want to kick them off?
Yes, we start with college. You said
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Start with whatever.
do whatever we want. Perfect. All right. Well, we'll get you going with college ball. We got probably the toilet bowl of the night. Loyola Chicago's money line at minus 145. They're playing LaSalle at home. Loyola Chicago is the favorites in this one, which is where I think we're gonna find an edge here. Loyola Chicago 5-18. They started off conference play 1-0. They've dropped 8 in a row. LaSalle's in the same boat. Started off conference play 2-1. Now they've dropped 6 in a row. And they're going to square off tonight. These are two of the worst teams at the bottom of the A10. Looking at Loyola Chicago this season, their one win was on the road at Rhode Island. Since then, it's been pretty piss poor. They can't seem to find a win, but their home results have been pretty good. They've only lost by more than double digits once at home. Other than that, pretty much all their games have been either within 3 or 4 points. Then looking at LaSalle, LaSalle's 1-8 on the road in total this season, which includes some losses to like smaller mid majors like High Point. And LaSalle has really struggled. Their one win also came on the road against Rhode Island, poor Rhode Island. But Jesus, I mean, other than that, LaSalle has really struggled on the road. I think looking at their offensive ranks, both these teams rank in like the bottom, like 300 in offensive ranks. It's going to be a really rough game, I think, on both ends. I could see a pretty low scoring game, maybe like a 67-64 type game. I really think where Loyola Chicago is going to make the difference is defensively. They've been pretty decent this season when they have forcing in blocks their top 50, steals they're ranked 75, and in rebounds and 2 point percentage, they're actually ranked in the top 100. It's once you start going to field goals, free throw percentage, they just drop. And that's where it's been killing them this season. So right there, that kind of shows you like these guys are able to get blocks, get steals, they can force turnovers. They just need to be able to keep these guys off the free throw line and try to limit the amount of shots. And LaSalle's the same exact way. They're ranked in the bottom 300 and everything. But even in a game like this, you get a team that's 5-18 and they're favored. So in this case, I'm taking the favorite at home. I think they're favored for a reason at minus 2.5, but we're going to be safe. Take the money line at a minus 145. So we're going to rip Loyola Chicago's money line minus 145 as a 2-star. We'll kick it over to you for
Love
the
it.
three.
Yep. 3 star for tonight is going to be UT Martin at a minus 5.5. They're playing Little Rock. UT Martin is a sneaky good team. They're honestly a team of just every nationality. Like their starting lineup is Lithuanian, Romanian, Serbian. Like they got guys from all over the world. It's pretty cool to see watch these guys mesh together and play some ball. But they're solid this year. They're 17-5, 9-2 in conference. Started off conference play with a loss, then went on a 7 game win streak. They haven't had a loss at home in conference play yet, and they've cleared the 5.5 line 8 out of 10 times in conference games. And for Little Rock, and why I love this line so much, this is Little Rock's fourth game on the road, and they lost the last 3 road games by 5, 7, and 10. And once again, this is also their third road game in 6 days. And for a smaller D1 school traveling, that's not ideal, especially if you're losing too. That's not fun. But they've struggled on the road too, in conference and out of conference. They only won 1 game out of conference out of 8, and in conference they're 3-4 on the road, so not too good. I just think UT Martin's going to keep rolling here in conference, so I'm locking in UT Martin minus 5.5 at a minus 110. And you want to do NBA or NHL next?
I'll swing it over to NBA. I got that one pulled up here. So NBA, I'm going to have a prop as well. This is going to be in the Jazz and Pacers game. It's going to be Isaiah Collier over 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists at a minus 120. Collier's been playing pretty well. In the last 5 or 6 games, he's been averaging about 20 to 30 minutes a game with the injuries that the Jazz have had. I mean, you got pretty much two of the worst teams in the league playing tonight again. And the Jazz already have Yusuf Nurkic out, Keontae George is out, Georges Niang is out, and they have Elijah Harkless out. So they already have 4 guys out, 2 starters already. So with Keontae George being out, Isaiah Collier should slide into that starting lineup spot. And on the season so far, Collier has averaged 9, 3, and 6. So it's a little bit under that 23 range. But what I'm looking at is since he's got an increase of playing time, like last game, he had 19, 7, and 4. Then the games before, he had 10, 10, and 3. After that, he had 12, 9, 5. He's getting about 3 to 4 rebounds a game, but because he's really the only guard out there, he's averaging right around 8 to 10 assists a game. And then if you pop in his 12 to 13 points that he's getting as well, he's putting right up around that 23.5 range. And I feel like the increase is going to be a little bit higher tonight. The Pacers have been one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA all year, let alone the last couple of years under Rick Carlisle's like run and go system. And these two teams already played this year, and the Jazz put up 150 on them. I can easily see this game being another 125, 120 type game, a 130, 120 type game because the Jazz have guys out. They're just going to want to run. They're going to try to find a way to beat these guys. And I think this is going to be one of the ways they're going to have to do it. And it's going to be points, 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 which means you're going to see probably Collier get probably close to 10 assists. And I could easily see him doing what he did against the Raptors and getting about 15 to 20 points. So I don't think this line is set low. I think it's set pretty good just because it's someone who's usually coming off the bench who's going to be a starter for them now. I think he's going to put up some pretty decent numbers. I also think you're going to see his rebound numbers go probably maybe 4 or 5 in this game because they don't have a center. There's no use of Nurkic. There's no Walker Kessler. Lauri Markkanen's tall, but that's really all he's good for. That guy is not going to get down low in the paint. So that's why I really do like this number. So we're going to roll with it. But Isaiah Collier, over 23.5 points, rebounds, assists, that's going to be your 2-star, and it's a minus 120. So we'll kick it to you for the 3-star.
Yeah, and also Pacers on a back-to-back tonight too. So
Yes,
that's
another
also.
one.
But 3-star for tonight is going to be a plus. This line last night was a plus 225, and woke up this morning and it changed to a plus 170. So Vegas knows something. But it's going to be Karl Anthony Towns, the Knicks center, 15 plus rebounds, plus 170. Going with another rebound prop against the same team as last week. Remember, I had Miles Turner against the Wizards for rebounds. All right, we're taking Cat against the Wizards for rebounds. Wizards just love, once again, they love to toss up threes. They average 36 three-pointers attempts per game. In their last five, they tossed up 39, 35. They only made eight when they tossed up 35. Then 48 against the Lakers, 31, and then 53 against the Hornets. These guys are just tossing up threes. And all these three-pointers, Towns is going to get plenty of chances for boards. And Knicks played the Wizards earlier in the season. Cat went off with 33 points and 13 rebounds. This game, I don't really see Cat scoring as much, but mainly grabbing boards. He's going to get his chances on both sides of the floor with Alex Sarr on him, guarding him. The Cat's just the bigger man. I don't see Sarr being successful on every single box out he has. Cat grabbed last game. Nixon was just played. Cat grabbed 5 offensive boards last time. And Knicks also shoot the ball. They shoot the three ball a lot, just like the Wizards, around 40 times per game. But they do make a decent amount. They make like 15 of them again. So it's still going to give Cat his offensive board chances and defensive. So he's hit 15 boards 10 times this year. So I think it's a fucking absolute lock, especially against the Wizards. So give me Karl Anthony Towns, 15 plus rebounds, plus 170. There's a reason why that line moves so much overnight. It's a little weird, but we'll move it over to the NHL. Zach Lockerman, good.
Yes. So for your last 2-star today, we got Ducks money line at a minus 145. That's going to be our last 2-star. They're taking on the Kraken. This is one of those season or divisional season series, whatever you want to call them. They play each other 4 times. The Kraken right now are up 2-1 in the season series. The last game tonight in Anaheim, I think Anaheim will take that and make this a evened up series. You also got 2 teams right now fighting for the 3rd spot in the Pacific Division. Right now, the Kraken hold the number 3 spot. The Ducks hold the number 1 wild card spot just because the Ducks have played more games. So going from there, looking at this team, the Ducks have had, honestly, a very good and surprising season. Someone knew it. Someone saw this coming. But they have had some injuries, and that has killed them, especially at the goalie position. They've pretty much been on their 3rd-string goalie, what feels like for the entire year. But their offense has shocked a lot of people. They are averaging 3.2 goals a game, which puts them right in the middle of the pack. I feel like for Seattle, for them, it's been the opposite. Their defense has really helped them out because their offensive rank, they're only getting up 2.8 goals per game. So they're right around 25th in the league. So that's going to be in the bottom tier. But somehow here they are. They're in a playoff spot. The Kraken have gotten hot. They've won 4 out of their last 5. But the Ducks also started to get the wheels turned again. They've won 3 of 5 as well. But I do think The difference in this one will be in the power play opportunities. The Ducks are a top 10 team in power play opportunities. The Kraken are a bottom team in giving up power plays, and they're also last in the NHL in blocked shots. So I'm going to tell you, whoever's going to be in net, whether it's Philip Grubauer or not, they are going to struggle. It's going to be a lot of shots on net. And as we saw from last year, the Ducks were a team that were playing in games where they were getting outshot 40 to 15. Now we're seeing them do the opposite. They're just tossing pucks on net, tossing pucks on net. And that is Joel Quenneville's style of just pepper and go. And they are just going to make it as hard as they can for the other goalie to make a decision. And I think you're going to probably see about 4 or 5 power play opportunities for the Ducks in this one. And I don't really think it matters who the Ducks have in net now. They're used to it, whether it's Dostal, Mrazek, Husso. I don't. It doesn't matter. Give me anyone. I'll still take the Ducks in this one. But also, too, one thing I have noticed too is all the unders have also hit in this series as well so far. So going into this one, I could easily see maybe a 4-3 win for Anaheim, something like that along those lines. Edge one out, get maybe a 4-3 win in overtime. So, but Ducks money line -145 is the last 2-star. So that's what we're gonna rock with. So we'll throw it over to you for the 3-star.
Sweet. 3-star, it's going to be the Blue Jackets money line. It's a plus 100. They're playing the Devils, and we keep this short and sweet. Simply just going with the hotter team here. Jackets are 9-1 in their last 10. Currently riding a 5-game win streak. Jackets have scored 40 goals in their last 10. It's a 4 game, and they've only allowed 26. Uh, this will also be a season splitter between these two teams. Devils are already up in that season series 2-1. They beat the Jackets both times 3-2. So it's not like the Devils are slapping the Jackets over here. Like they're only winning by 1 goal, and it's not like the Devils are scoring a ton of goals on them either. They're keeping nice tight games. So I expect the Jackets to keep another a tight game here and come out on top. So give me a plus 100 for a 3-star, and that'll wrap up everything. You got anything else to add here?
That should be everything. I think we're good. Just make sure you check those lines, just making sure you're getting all the right ones and
Yeah,
getting on them as quick as possible. So
they're
that
moving,
that would
man.
be it.
They're moving. The lines are moving.
Yep.
But that'll wrap up podcast number 97. I will have another podcast on Thursday morning. So tune into that. And we'll get you with some
Yeah.
NHL, college ball, and NBA again. So thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. Peace.